And the second role, as a human being, I have to try and be as sensitive and have certain values that I hold important to me. So I'd like to speak to you about both these things. And I'm not going to take very long. I know it's very hot and all of us are wearing these heavy clothes, so I'm not going to keep you here very long. I'll keep myself short. But I'd like to tell you about the big picture, and then I'd like to tell you a bit about how I see the world and what I thought when I was in your place and how I think differently. So I'll start with the big picture. Today, India is the second biggest country in the world. And we are close to becoming the biggest country in the world. Our population in a few years is going to overtake that of China. So we have a responsibility to the rest of the world. 1 out of every 6 human beings is an Indian. And in the last 60 years, since we got independence, we have worked very hard to move forward. There's a general tendency among us in India to say, kuch nahi ho raha, bahut aaste chal raha hai, to complain. But if we look objectively at what we have achieved, as a country, we have achieved quite a lot. When we started 60 years ago, all of us were poor. All of us were not connected to each other. If you came to Amethi, Raebareli or other parts of India 60 years ago, there were no roads, no electricity, no schools, no health care. There was nothing. All Indians, or most Indians, were not connected to each other. They were all separate. Villages were separate. They were not speaking to each other. So in a sense, the energy of India, which lies within its people, was spread around and was not connected to each other and was not talking to each other. What we've been able to do over the last 60 years, in a tremendous manner, is we've been able to connect Indians to each other. We've been able to connect them through electricity, through roads, through healthcare, in the last 20 years through IT, and that is what you do. I said we started off as a nation of poor people, where everybody was poor.